Okay, today we're going to talk about color pencils and how we can deepen them without using black, and all about color mixing, all right? So as we know, the color wheel, all right, we have red, yellow, blue, we have green here, we have orange here, and we have purple, okay? So these are our secondaries. In order to darken a color, you have to use the complementary colors. So for example, if I want to make red a deeper color, I would add in green. Okay, so red and green. If I wanted to deepen purple, the opposite of purple is yellow. So yellow and purple affect each other. And same thing with blue and orange. Okay, so what does this look like? So let's say you're looking at an object and you say, okay, you know what? There's definitely, it's not a local color, which a local color tends to be like the color of the pencil. Let's say you picked up something and you're like, wow, that kind of looks like a blue purple, or I don't know, I'm trying to think. A blue green or something like that. And when I tend to say these words, they tend to be the primary color first. So the primary colors are these. Okay, so it would be a blue green or a blue purple. Okay, so that's how you would refer to some of these colors if you had them. Okay, now when mixing these, okay, so let's say I want to make I don't know, let's go with a blue purple. Pull out a blue over here. Okay, so these are a little bigger. These are ones that I got. Alright, so how I do that is I tend to go and color in one direction, an area, and if it's going to get lighter, because I'm looking at something and it's got a highlight, I might actually shade it a little bit lighter in that space, okay, and then go darker. Go over with the second color, but maybe possibly on an angle, okay? And then when you have in lighter areas, you're going to go in that lighter area and back. Now this is not where I stop. I kind of go back with my original color and I really mix them together, because what's happening is you have oils in the oil pastel, well not the oil pastel, excuse me, the in your pencils, the color pencils, and you want to push them around. Now that looks really nice. Before it just looked like purple was just overlaid on it, and that's not what you want. You want it to look like it's actually layered in there and nicely mixed. Now you notice that I'm going in all different directions. You kind of want to do that too. You don't want it to be necessarily dark. This lesson is really all about mixing colors and how can you deepen a color and how can you darken it, okay? So that's just mixing colors. Now how to go about deepening colors. Alright, so I've got red, so because red and green, so I'm going to make red. Now you may notice that sometimes I hold my pencil up like this way, sometimes I hold it on the side. Honestly, the side goes a lot faster because you're using more of the pencil. So we're going to go here. I wanted to make this a deeper red instead of a darker, okay? So I'm going to go through, lightly put the opposite. Do not make equal amounts of both on here, because what's going to happen is you're going to get brown or like a grayish muddy color, okay? So I want more on the red side, so I'm going to kind of put like a little bit of green, and I'm going to color it over with more red. Okay? Now you can kind of compare that to there, and you're like, oh, well that still looks kind of not right. Well, go through. You might need to kind of go back and forth to really mix the colors together. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go back. Maybe go in some color, like circles, to really mix it in. Okay? Alright, so that would make a deeper color. So this might be an apple that you can be working on, and you're like, you know what, I really want to get this, achieve this color, and you know, you got it. You're also looking at something, and you're like, oh, well, there's a shadow to that. Well, then you go in with black, and you can create that shadow on this object. Check that out, then. That's cool beans. Okay, so what I want you to do for this practice, okay, this exercise in the workshop, is I want you to mix colors. Okay, make it nice, smooth. I don't want it to be choppy. It doesn't don't make it look like there's one color, then you threw another one on and you just scribbled on. Actually blend the colors, okay? This is really all about mixing colors. And there are so many different colors, combinations. Look at something, you know, if you say, oh, you know what, that kind of looks like those two might be in there, try it. Okay, also, it doesn't have to be just 2 colors. You can have other colors in there too. So for example, like maybe I mix that and you're like, you know, I wonder what would happen if I added a little orange. Okay. Ooh, that's not bad. Okay. You take that in, you mix it in. Try out different combinations. Let me go back in with, the blue. Check them beans out. Okay, so the orange was mixed in with the blue, and it made like a really neat color. All right. So this is really all about colors and mixing. Okay. And then we got this one. So please, you know, try out different ways of mixing colors and also finding ways to deepen colors by using complements, okay? So complements, remember, just a reminder, are the opposites, okay? They deepen colors, all right, instead of darkening. Mixing colors is just using different combinations of colors. Sometimes if they're next to each other, they'll make, you know, a really nice color. You can, you know, try a combination of colors. If you honestly do all of them, it's gonna turn brown. Just to let you know. Okay, and try out, you know, taking a black color pencil and then trying to darken areas and adding shadows.